Don't blink. It's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Ink is Guilty, a playlist or a playlist inside a playlist where we find food that we already tasted that are my guilty pleasure. And the reason why we're doing that is, once again, I want to spread positivity. The reason why we're doing that is because I want to see it. You know what's insane? You know what's really insane? If you look at my content, you see the video called this one is for DZ. So 2 days ago we went to shop for food. And if you look at it, it was good until the 5th December. We are the 15th December. So they place on their shelf some products that were not good. It doesn't matter. It's just a small, check your dates. Check your best before dates. There's something about keeping food that is past due that is okay. There's another thing about buying product that is past due, right? It's also special. So once again, in this playlist, we're gonna be checking out food that I've tasted before, food that I like, product that I like. Think about it as a selection. Think about it as we tasted so much food, so we know our shit, and we tasted so much food, and there's picks. It's like the inspiration comes from a very traditional thing, the wine taster. My mom, she likes her wine. She's not a drinker, but she likes wine, and I like wine also. And me and my mom, we get along so well, but we don't have that much in common. So like maybe I could get that. So I started watching videos on the wine of the year. So I was like, "Hey mom, I bought this wine, so we can taste it together. We can drink it together." And I'm like, "Hey mom, this won a prize, and I know she'll be interested. I can tell her about video games, she won't care. I can tell her about YouTube, she won't understand. So maybe something we have in common, which is pretty cool." So I was like, you know what, I should do with that with food. And episode number one is gonna be about a present choice. President Choice, loads of movie night. President Choice, you know that I'm biased towards them. You know that they're one of my favorite brand, one of my favorite Canadian brand. The reason as to why is because they're a bit more expensive, but they go above and beyond to do something that is good. For example, they're gonna do something. I'm gonna show you what they do, which is fucking phenomenal. They're a bit more expensive though. They're a bit of a luxury product. Not enough for you to be like, holy shit, this is a month's rent or this is a month's pay, but still at a point where usually your it's cold as fuck outside. Usually, look at these bad boys. Aren't they fucking nice? They're amazing. So yeah, so you look at this and you're like, holy shit. I've seen this product, right? And this product is it's weird because President Choice often comes up with something that's more risky. Right now we have rotisserie chicken wings. And it's amazing, but they're gonna come in with a different mindset. They're gonna come in with, you know what, let's do this and that. And what is absolutely phenomenal with the brand is that they're taking risk, but it's temporary product. So for example, we tasted last week, about no, not last week, about a month ago, we tasted jerk chicken. We tasted pork belly. Can't find those back anymore, so they're going with taste test, and something like that has been around for a while. So the first choice is gonna be Present Choice, which is a brand that I like, a brand I can get behind. I see it's kind of complicated because when you do the grocery, right, there's always gonna be this price tag. It's gonna be like, okay, I got a budget. It's always gonna be like, okay, I would like my grocery to not cost that much because next week I'm gonna have to do groceries again, and it's a shame if I think that one week it cost me $200. I'll be like, okay, well, next week's gonna cost me $200. Now I just spent $800 in a month, which doesn't make any sense, even with inflation, right? So then you have the present choice, and like, okay, well, I can treat myself a little bit, and with this one was special. This one I would not have given a shit. I'd have not bought this if it wasn't to taste food. That's kind of why I chose it at number one. That's kind of why I chose it as this is the genesis of this playthrough of this playlist. The genesis of this playlist is and a shape or form is something I can get behind. It's kind of something I know, but it's also something that's a bit risky. So, for example, you take a lot of product that I tasted, a lot of product that I love. I'm like, you know what? I can get behind that because I know this product for years. Then this is one of the first, if not the first, that I can get really behind. And I'm like, this is thanks to the evolution of a person that I am. with the content creation, and it's something that is akin to greatness, akin to a good memory, akin to once again, it's improvement. It's the open-mindedness when it comes to product. And not that I was not open-minded before, but more so that, okay, well, guess what? You spent literal freaking years, right, thinking, okay, you know what, this doesn't interest me, this is not something I care about, this is not something I'm gonna go with. Then you go in and you're like, holy shit, this is kind of special, this is really something. This is really something because I want to make you guys happy, and if it wasn't for you guys, I would not make a sacrifice. So enough talking, enough of the yapping. Let's go with the products once again. We got chocolate, loads of movie nights. I don't know why President Choice, they often use the word loads, maybe some sexual innuendo, because as we know, sex sell, right? So I was a bit prettier at Sell My Feet. So I'm excited. I haven't had these in a while, but my memories of these are amazing. Look at this. It's a chocolate bar, thick as fuck, sex sell. But what I like is here. I have this almost aversion, this almost addiction to a rougher bottom against sex sell. And you're like, holy shit, this is kind of cool because once again, you touch it and be like, wow, this is cool. This is another texture, and you understand that the chocolate bar itself is gonna be crunchy because of that. One of the crunchiest bar is Toblerone, and I think Toblerone were the genesis when it comes to this, when it comes to having a rougher bottom, and how it affects. So people would go for a chocolate bar and would want silky smooth chocolate. It was like, yo, if this chocolate isn't silky smooth, I don't want it. I don't want it. And then they were like, you know what? I want to be open-minded a little bit more. So they were like, let's taste this. It's so weird. What's my guilty pleasure? My favorite product out there. And it's so good. It's phenomenal. And the first thing that you really taste is the chocolate bar. To me, it almost doesn't taste like chocolate, at least. Mmm. I'm sorry. It tastes like chocolate. Almost like a cluster you would. You all know about cluster, right? Cluster is going to be a bunch of things like cornflakes and a bunch of like almond and shit like that put into together. And what you're going to do is you're going to put chocolate. And you're going to mix it in a bowl. You mix it. You take a spoonful. You take this and you throw it on the plate so it gives you a splash. That's a cluster. So it tastes chocolate like a cluster. You can clearly see that it's full of things inside. Your chocolate is quality. Now, I'm gonna be weird and admit that I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of chocolate. Don't get me wrong. I love chocolates, but I'm not a fan enough to be like, oh my god, this is good chocolate. And then it's chocolate I don't give a fuck. Okay. No. It's something they expected. You look at the packaging. I'm like, okay. I kind of see popcorn caramel, right? But the way it's glistening, the glistening is the crystallization of the if the crystal of the sugar, crystal or glass, will reflect sunshine or light. Mm. Mm. Um. This is not so special because to me, you don't taste popcorn. I'm sorry to say, you do not taste popcorn. You taste the corn, you taste the kernel. It tastes a very sweet kernel, so you possibly had the snacks. It's you possibly had a snack before. It's kernel that you take. You take the kernel, and you don't do it as a popcorn, but you do the popcorn and you, I think it's like fried, right? And then you taste it, and it's like it takes the kernel, but it's also really crunchy. That's what they feel. They feel like this was a cooked kernel, but sweet. There's nothing like it because you almost expect this. You almost expect this buttery salty popcorn. Instead, you get this buttery sweet popcorn. Like, wow, to die for. It's really great, and fucking contender. At the risk of repeating myself, I'm not just saying, Ink, this is stupid. You already reviewed this 4 times. Out of the 300 product, I got a couple that I really like. I'm gonna try them out. I think it's super easy to take a product and say, I tasted it twice. I don't give a fuck about it. Let's go back to it. This was wine. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I love y'all. Take it easy. Peace.